The name's Strappy, Cplstrappi, and welcome back to the Rage Quit podcast. I said that really weirdly. Why did I do that?
That was a terrible intro, Michael.
It was
terrible.
It was the Rage Quit podcast.
I think you might need... Okay, I think maybe you try that again.
Yeah, okay. The name's Strappy, Cplstrappi, and welcome to the Rage Quit podcast for the 11th of October. I'm here today with Bradley, as, well, I say always, but it's been twice before.
It's been twice, you know, it's a lifelong agreement. We can never stop making these.
True.
But we can decide when we make them, so you might not see another one for a month.
Yep. And, yeah, we're here today with Cyrus.
He's our silent special guest. He doesn't say much.
That was
I have
your
nothing
cue.
to say.
It was, you know, you could just say hello, be generally friendly. But
They know who I am.
We understand.
Or what
We
I
know
am.
who he is. If you go back and look at Michael's previous videos, he's the one with the really squeaky voice.
Bastard.
Yeah, it's true.
Cease talking.
So yeah, back for another week, non-sequential week, because we're that organised, of exciting content to do with nothing
Exciting.
much.
Mm.
Look, I was doing it inverted commas with my fingers. You couldn't see those, but I was. So yeah, what's the? I keep having to look up the first section. We haven't done this enough.
I don't know anything about this.
Bradley's our section master, but he's apparently on having a break at the moment. Games we've enjoyed lately is what it says.
Stuff we did.
Stuff we did, yeah. That's probably a better description.
Stuff we did.
So we'll start with the guest this week.
Yeah,
Stuff you did, Cyrus.
What have you been
Stuff
doing
did.
recently?
I don't. What do you mean?
Been playing anything interesting?
No.
No, nothing.
Nope.
What about Endless Legends?
What about it?
You know, that
Okay.
new game that came out.
That
Right.
new game, that new 4X game that you and Michael have been playing. What's that like?
It's okay. You know, it's passable.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Anything?
It's right. It's a decent game. You know.
I'd like to point out that when we started it, he was sitting there looking at
It
the
is
screen
one
going,
of the most beautiful games
Yeah.
of all time, and I love it. It's amazing.
It is good. Although apparently the cursors are the best part, according.
Oh yeah, I come in cursor. First thing I see, it sold me on the game. Civ 5 did not have anything
sold
like
you
that.
on the game, the cursor.
The cursor. It was the best looking cursor I'd ever seen.
It was so.
Because the only thing that I've been interested in is the fact there's a dragon race, but I've got to Google this cursor now.
It's a good cursor.
It's so beautiful and just grey.
I know.
Just the sheer greyness.
Oh yes, Bradley. I forgot about your dragon race.
I'm Googling the
Is it-
pictures
is he-
and I'm not
is-
finding any of
Is he
them
literally
cursors.
looking up Endless Legend cursor?
Yep!
There's like people doing
I
reviews
can't
of the
find any
cursor.
pictures of the cursor. Where is the cursor?
I have to say, it comes in at number 3 on my top 20 cursors of all time.
Wow, that's pretty good. You know.
Yeah, it
That's not bad, really.
What?
Okay, no, in all seriousness, Cyrus, anything else that you've played this week that's worth talking about?
Not anything worth talking about now.
Okay, anything that's not worth talking about?
Trying to get everything in FTL.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you're far too good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, unfortunately. Oh, the cursor's really nice, actually.
Yeah, it's a good cursor.
It is high quality, best
Yeah, Cyrus
cursor
is-
2014.
Cyrus is our FTL god.
He is. He's unlocking almost. Put it this way: I've played for about 35 hours, some of which was Cyrus playing round at mine, and I have not unlocked a single ship or
I have
beaten
all
the final
but
boss
2.
once. And Cyrus has got them all but 2, as he just said.
And I've had it for a week.
I've got.
You've had
18
it for more than a
hours.
week.
2 weeks.
3.
I got 18 hours. I've unlocked like 3 ships.
Oh, look at you, you clever person. Jesus Christ. So competitive.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm the one who's being competitive.
I'm too pro, Michael. You just can't.
Yeah, I can't handle the FTL skills. Although apparently it goes better when I try to fly a ship with just one person on it.
Was that actually the best run you've ever done?
No, it's just better than the majority of mine, because I usually get to about the 5th sector, go, oh, this looks nice, and explode.
This is so pretty. Their enemy ship is so nice. I'm gonna go say hey. Boom.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, hey guys, I'm new in the neighborhood. Can I borrow some milk? Dead.
Hey, I just need to hook up with some power. Could you help me?
Yeah.
Bang. You're gone. So, you guys have been playing a lot of running with rifles, or at least a little bit. What's that like?
Fun game. Really, it's still in early access. It's a kind of, it's not, it's an isometric shooter. I don't know how to describe it. Oh god.
I'd say it's more top down.
It's not top down. It's It's definitely isometric. It's the sort of, things you see in games like Torchlight and Diablo. That sort of viewpoint, but you're running around as a soldier with a gun.
Surprising, really.
Yeah, but it's got shooting mechanics, as in you...
In a shooting game?
Well, yes, but it's not the normal isometric thing of click on enemy, your guy shoots, wait 5 seconds, click again.
No, that's what you do. You click on people and they get
no,
shot
I know,
at.
but you can aim rather than the isometric thing if it aims for you if you click on them.
You're literally selling this as
I know.
every first-person shooter.
Yes, but it's not first
Look,
person.
you aim and you click and they are
It's top
shot.
down and it's cutesy and it's fun.
This game sounds really fun.
It is. It's the sort of game where
You're not very good at selling this, are you?
I'm not very good at selling it. It's a good game.
Michael would not make a good salesperson.
Read my review on Steam if you want to find out more about it. But
yes. Shameless self-promotion.
yeah, it's the sort of game which Lucas has patented a trick of whenever he wants to kill someone in an entertaining way, he calls in air support and drops a rubber dinghy on their heads. It's really quite fun.
Rubber dinghy airstrike.
He misses the majority of the time, but just the sheer joy in his voice whenever he manages it is wondrous to behold, really.
I think the best thing to happen was when it bounced off a building and killed him.
Did it? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, I've got your review right here. Let's have a listen. Running with rifles is, for me, one of the most consistently entertaining games with all caps title out on the market. Aside from this, it is an extremely competent shooter that receives regular updates to break any onsetting monotony.
Monotony? Was that the word you're looking for?
That's probably the word I was looking for.
Like you've got
How many paragraphs is this?
He's written
Running
a lot.
with
Okay,
Rifles
Brad,
has
you
a
want me to
campaign
read this
mode.
because I have a much better ready voice.
Why do we
And
have
the
to read this
motorbike
out loud?
The first.
This is the most boring thing in the
proving ground.
world.
For the second, in the campaign, that is essentially just the multiplayer, but against bots. It's even possible to play the campaign multiplayer. Anyway, the game sees you fight for control points across a series of maps, 9 so far, with another 3 teaser. The game provides a large-scale inventory with vehicle battles reminiscent of Company of Heroes, with obvious difference being in control of one of the participants. That's it. That's all I'll read, because Michael's bad at writing reviews.
Oh, thanks. Love you,
He's
too.
just telling the truth.
Love
Wow.
you, Michael.
Oh, right. Well, the bright side is
Welcome,
it's better than Cyrus's reviews, which are like, lol, thing go bang, yay. Oh, I'm trying to remember which game it was that he reviewed where he said it was like the most dumb thing.
Wait, I'll find it. Where are you?
Puddleglum reviews. This is so exciting.
This is
I
amazing.
know.
Very, very good. That was,
So
high on the list
Cyrus,
of,
is
concise ones.
Thief Deadly Shadows by any chance a revolutionizing first-person stealth game?
First-person
Exactly.
That shows
Exactly.
first-person games don't have to be about killing.
You see,
although
you
there are ingenious ways to
understand.
kill people in this. Anyway, it's a good game.
Exactly.
Revolutionizing.
And
I
it
like your
doesn't take me 5 paragraphs
I like
to
your
write
Civ.
this.
Revolutionizing is not a word.
No, it's not.
I like your Civ review. This game is absolutely amazing the way it works. The fact I can kill Bradley, the foundation of empires. Killing Bradley.
Killing Bradley. It makes no sense.
Literally,
tell.
you just wanted to say killing Bradley.
Truly,
Yes.
Spelunky is truly a masterpiece. Highly recommend.
Warband.
Also
This game
recommend
is
spelled
yeah.
wrong, but
very, very good.
That's right. Yeah, I'd already read that one,
I
Bradley.
particularly like Counter-Strike Source, an excellent game that allows you to shoot people and rating 90%. Well, you've rated 90
Exactly.
others like that, again for the time. There's ones where you want to punch people.
There's ones where
Single
you threaten
best
people
case
with death
is-
if they don't buy Monaco.
You know the sort of guy Cyrus is. He's a bit of a mass murdering psychopath, really.
Yes.
I don't understand. I rate games on how good they are for the time. Oh, what, for the time they were released? Okay, that's right.
Well done, genius.
So, Michael, what have you been playing this week? I'll get back on.
What have I been playing this week? Well, I've been playing a lot of a indie game called Hammerwatch, which is fun. It's a top-down hack and slashy kind of game. Its art style's not the greatest. It's just sort of, here's a dungeon. It's grey. Have a lot of grey, and the enemies are quite repetitive. But the hack and slash mechanics are fun.
And perhaps grey.
Wading through enemies, satisfying.
All those enemies.
Gets hard after a while, unexpectedly. You're walking through going, this is easy, and then suddenly a new enemy is introduced which ruins everything for you. Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's good. It's very good. It's very insightful. Anything else?
The only tutorial it gave me was WASD to move, and I had no idea how to hit things or use specials, so that was... took a while to work that out, and I died several times, but after that...
Nice.
It's a good game. I've played Endless Legend, obviously. That came out recently. It's a good 4X game.
So are we actually going to go into any detail about Endless Legend? Because
Well,
that's a new game
yeah,
that people
well,
may be interested about.
We can, yes, but, you know, you failed to when you were talking about it. You were like, yes, it's very appealing, it's got a nice cursor. Moving on, I played...
No, Bradley hurried me on, saying, so what else have you done that's interesting?
That's because you're talking about a curse of 20 minutes.
No, you went around looking for the cursor.
Hey,
I just said
I
it was
wasn't the
nice
one who
and didn't say
segmented
anything
was.
else.
Okay, shut up, Cyrus.
I just
My
spilled
score
water down my
was up.
front.
As
Yeah,
you can see, my co-host and our guests are incompetent.
Endless Legend. It's good fun. It's a 4X fantasy strategy game, as
I like
Cyrus
that it's
mentioned.
Bradley's podcast.
Yeah, it's Bradley's
It is my
now.
podcast
He owns
now.
it.
I make the art for it. It's mine.
You call it art.
It is art. It's nice.
Jesus
It's all
fucking
shiny.
Christ, I hate my life.
It's black with some blue bits.
It's awesome. It's better than any art you've made.
Oh, man.
Stay tuned for episode 4, where it comes to blows.
Episode 4. It's the podcast where we all meet up in the middle of London and beat the shit out of
It's the
each other.
podcast Battle Royale. Cyrus like jumps off a
Oh
building,
my
punches
God,
Bradley in the face.
battles!
Lucas sort of falls out a window. There's no idea
Like,
where
we
he is.
just spot a kick Lucas out of the shard.
Out of the shard. Yes! Yes!
You managed to break all of the windows at once with Lucas.
We just like throw Lucas through one of the windows and it just causes a train reaction and all of them
A
break.
train reaction.
A train reaction. Essentially, what we do is we throw Lucas and his destructibility codes activate and a train comes and just wipes out the shard. There is look, the shard is mixed in with this train station, so it could work.
Oh,
We got off topic. Michael.
I have been playing other things as well, believe it or not. I played some Teleglitch, which is a fun roguelike shooter, which I played one playthrough where I got to about the second level, died, and didn't come back to it, because I did other things, like Hammerwatch. I played Torchlight.
What is Hammerwatch?
Hammerwatch, it was the thing I described earlier,
Yeah.
top-down hack and slash. Has a level editor, which I can't figure out. It's really confusing.
Like me with the Monaco one, I cannot understand the Monaco one.
Yeah,
very
do you
well.
think the Monaco
They're
one's
very
difficult?
good. They've made some nice Monaco levels, I'm sure.
No, I've made some nice ones. Michael's ones were pathetic.
Excuse me?
No, except, what was it?
I've forgotten all of them! Yeah. No,
I
yeah,
don't
I'll agree
remember
with that. I'll
any of
agree with
them.
that one of them was decent, the rest of them were terrible. Yeah.
What else?
I rebooted Prison Architect very briefly.
That's still going. That's still going through a lot of updates, isn't it?
It is.
They keep adding things.
It's a fun game. I just got distracted.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, because
Games go is fairly distracting.
we were me and Michael were playing Torchlight earlier this week. It's good.
It's a good game.
It's nice. I think I do prefer it to Diablo. It's more fun.
I haven't played Diablo, but
You haven't played Diablo.
I have played Diablo. Thank you very much.
Good lord. Well, you learned something.
Go fuck
Every
yourself.
day.
Yeah, but I think I do prefer Torchlight to Diablo. At least Diablo 3. It's more
there
interesting.
are elements of Torchlight I like, but then there's elements
So
of
you
Path
can't
of
play
Exile
Diablo 3,
I
that
like
makes
better.
more sense.
Sorry, what? Cyrus went over you there.
I was saying that there are certain elements I like better than Path of Exile, which is the only other game of the kind I've really played. But there's elements of both I like, is what I'm saying. I prefer the loot in Path of
Obviously,
Exile.
we've all played Path of Exile, and Path of Exile has a beautiful skill tree, but I prefer
It
the
does.
combat in Torchlight.
I prefer the art style in Torchlight because it's less grey.
I just find Path of Exile's art style quite boring to look at. You just find yourself being like, well, that's another
It is,
undead
yeah.
zombie.
I do prefer the combat system in Path of Exile, though. It just feels a lot
I'm
more
not
satisfying.
sure. I don't know. I always felt like there's more behind the Torchlight.
With things going
Like
squish when you hit them.
it feels like a weight.
Feels like a weight.
Literally
It
a
feels like
weight.
there's weight behind it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you're dragging a weight behind you. I can't move! I can't hit anything.
That's the ultra hardcore version. You just can't move.
Yep. I think that may be all I've played.
Yeah, well, I'd like to talk about something I've played this week, but I've played Astronauts, Space Engineers, Torchlight, which we just talked about, FTL, which Cyrus talked about, and that's it. That is
So
literally
basically
it.
the same games that you always play.
Yep, still playing Space Engineers, still getting that updated. We're still playing Astronaut, that's still fun. Still sucking at FTL.
My 4 hours of Space Engineers.
Yeah, Michael bought that game because we forced him into buying it and then just didn't play it
They
again.
bullied me, and it was really boring, so...
It's so much fun. I have 155 hours.
Never say that again.
I have 155 hours.
Bradley,
I have 155 hours.
you're digging yourself a deeper hole here.
I have 155 hours.
Ah!
Rah.
Blah!
That's all.
And we've killed Michael.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Yep, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is indeed a thing. Oh, God.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things, indeed.
Rick from the Walking Dead. Yeah, so I haven't been playing
Ooh,
anything.
and there was a KSP update, which I haven't played yet, but I will do, and it looks fun.
Why? What happened?
They've added the Space Center is now destructible.
Ah, that's kind of cool.
So you can fly things into it and ruin it, and if you're in career mode, it costs thousands and thousands of Kerbal credits, or whatever the heck they are, to repair.
You mean if you're in survival mode?
No, career, that's what it's called, career mode, mate.
Oh, I see. I thought you said creative.
I may have done.
No, he said career.
Okay, good. I'm not going mad. Yes! Victory.
Well, you say not going mad.
I already
Never
am.
specified. Not man.
Yep. Shame that my wording has turned me into an insane person. If only I'd thought through my sentence. I
Well,
might still be
unfortunately,
sane.
you didn't.
Yep.
What else? Should we move on to releases? That's always the releases, because that's always the highlight that people watch for.
Yes, it is. Because there's always such engaging content to be found around these. Like, oh, here's a game that we don't know anything about.
Yeah, well, we'll start from yesterday. No, we'll start from 2 days ago, because we had Final Fantasy, and because they're assholes and doing Roman numerals, that's 14 on Windows.
Sorry, was this on the 9th?
Yeah.
I think you'll find that's Final Fantasy 13.
Nope, that's 13. That's 13. He's right, people. You see, that's the problem with Roman numerals. That's like Mirror's Edge naming their new game Mirror's Edge. That's just gonna cause confusion.
Yep.
You couldn't just call it Mirror's Edge 2 or something like really douchebag like Mirror's Edge Revolution or
Resolution.
Look, even Metal Gear did it. They had Metal Gear Revengeance or whatever.
Yep.
But
Yeah, they
no,
did.
on the
Metal Gear Rising.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, I think.
Yep.
Anyway, on the 10th of
When one word is good enough.
on the 10th of October, Rise, Son of Rome on Windows. That hasn't been out on console for, the last, year. On the 14th, there is Borderlands, the pre-sequel, for Windows, PS3, and Xbox 360, not coming to next gen, apparently.
Don't care, because I've never played a Borderlands game.
Well, I hate you.
And
There's Minecraft.
The one time I did, I played it on a console, so it was terrible.
There's Minecraft on the PS Vita, which makes not the biggest amount of sense, considering now Microsoft owns
I
that.
can confirm that it's dreadful when you put it on iPad.
That's good to know.
It's really confusing.
There's Pop Tropica, Forgotten Islands on 3DS.
Jesus.
Well, that's where my week's going.
I know, right? I'm just gonna
That's
all
the
my time.
50-year-old MMO, isn't it?
It's not even an MMO. It's like a side.
It's the equivalent of
game.
Club Penguin. It really is. What
Yeah.
It is.
There's Sleeping Dogs
Definitive
Definitive
Edition.
Definitive Edition. I can't read it. PS4, Xbox One, and Windows. There's Tears to Tiara 2, Heir of the Overlord on PS3. The Evil Within, which is supposedly terrible. I haven't played it on Windows, PS3, PS4, Xbox
That's a
360.
big release.
Xbox One. It is a big release, but it's not supposed to be very good, unfortunately.
Yeah, I heard that there was some
And the
issues.
Walking Dead on PS4 and Xbox One. So, October 14th, apparently a big day.
You missed some, some other things on the 14th.
I missed out Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2
No,
on
some other
Windows,
things.
3DS, PS3, Wii U, and Xbox 360.
Other things you missed.
Okay, what did I miss?
You missed Nidhogg on the PS4 and PSNV. I don't know, PlayStation Network, I'm assuming. You missed out Duck Dynasty,
Oh, Duck Dynasty.
which is coming out on every console in existence. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's important. Peggle 2 on the PS4.
Christ.
Oh, I dodged that one because it's unnecessary.
Lone Survivor: The Director's Cut. And a game called In Space We Brawl.
In space. Rival.
I'm going to assume that's a brawler set in space.
Yeah. Oh, there's also Best of Board Games, but I didn't think that was important.
On October 15th.
Oh, and Pets Beach for the DS. Don't forget that.
Yeah. 3DS Pets Beach and Pets Countryside for 3DS.
Ooh.
On October the 15th, Killer Instinct Season 2 on Xbox One, Legend of Grimrock 2 on Windows. So
I heard that Legend of Grimrock was a great game.
it was very good if you were into the sort of style. It's very clever.
I considered buying it and then didn't. So that
Like most games.
October 16th, Paper Monster Rika on Wii U.
What is Paper Monsters?
I have no idea. On October 17th, Fear Online on Windows, and that's about it.
2 Castlevania
Extra-
games, both on the Wii U.
Next sort of games are 21st. We'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Indeed we
Yep.
will. We're definitely going to do that.
I just remembered 2 things I was playing.
And Harvest Moon
What?
on the Game Boy
Really?
Color.
Really, Cyrus? Because we didn't go past that segment. You
No,
motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I've just been sat here sort of thinking. I was sure I'd played more things than just FTL and Endless Legend in the last week. I have.
So
I
what did you
just
play?
realised you can see a list of what you've been playing recently. But go
Yeah,
on.
but this was on the PS4. Shadow
Oh.
of Mordor. Which is surprisingly good.
Why surprisingly? It's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like Lord of the Rings.
What?
Bradley
I hate
hasn't seen. He hasn't seen the films. He hasn't played
I
played
watched
any
the
of the
first-
games.
I watched the
No,
first
you watched
film.
half of the first film, then
No,
gave
shut
up
up!
because you were bored, and he
I
hasn't read
watched-
any of the books.
Shut up! I watched the first film, very, boredly. I don't know how to say. Look, I barely paid any attention, and I read, 3 chapters of the book, and it bored me to death. I'd rather go watch Game of Thrones or read Game of Thrones.
Oh, you've hurt Michael's feelings.
This is what happens when they watch a series which is literally just all breasts and incest, not exciting enough Any more Lord of the Rings?
Look, you haven't actually.
Doesn't have
watched
nearly
or
enough
read
Daenerys.
It's too good. It's too good.
I'm gonna start reading the books.
So good.
Wow. Apparently everything went down in the week we failed to talk about in terms of releases. Holy moly.
Pretty much, we really didn't get. So, what was the other thing you played, Cyrus?
It was Rogue Legacy, which is great on the PS4.
Yeah, I've got that game on PC. That's fun.
Yeah, you played it twice.
Twice.
Well, yeah, I've played it twice, but I've totaled a total of many totals of total hours. No, okay, never mind. I played 4 hours of the game. Never mind. All of them 4.
That is a total, technically. It's a number.
True it is. But then, you know...
So, I imagine... Sorry, go on.
So is the fact that I've played a total of 28 minutes of Wake.
Nice. I think I've probably got you beaten on this. If I go and look at towns, I have a total of 1 minute on towns.
Oh, I still have games that I haven't played at all.
Yeah.
Well, I have
What?
2 minutes on Up.
1 minute on Cook Serve Delicious.
I got 19 minutes on Super Meat Boy. I have 6 minutes on Really Big Sky. I have...
Yeah, when Bradley
no
rage
minutes
quits
on
from a game, he rage quits forever. That's what happened with Super Meat Boy.
I never... Well, actually, Super Meat Boy just broke.
Uh-huh.
Wow,
Multi-win-
16 minutes of
Seriously,
Papers,
bro.
Please. I'm a
Multi-winner I
nice.
never downloaded. Medieval 2 total was 16 minutes.
In which I crushed him.
He technically did, because I'm shit at that game.
So bad.
So bad. Dota 2, I had 3 hours, which was me trying to beat the tutorial, and then once I actually got into a real game, I rage quit so bad I deleted it and had never touched it again. And that's...
I beat Lucas
3
at
minutes of
XCOM recently, and he
Darwin,
doesn't want to admit it. It was quite
Hey
funny.
guys, you remember DEFCON?
Yes, I do
DEFCON,
remember
the
DEFCON.
best.
Fun game.
You didn't explain to me how to play.
Yes, but you've got a pro gaming robot that does all of it for you. We know this.
Oh yes,
Look.
I forgot my strategy pro gaming robot.
Look, Cyrus, if you don't know, Cyrus has this robot that he stole from the NSA that rewiped to
Oh,
be
not this again.
pro-gaming robots. NSA, listen to me. I have things to say.
Bradley's continuing quest to get the NSA on a Skype call.
Well, I guess if I stole stuff from them, they'd be, you know,
Look,
they'd want to try
They'd
and
want
get
it
it back.
back. The NSA
want
just
your
want to play Civ
pro-gaming
5 really
robot
well.
back. If you want your pro gaming robot back, go to and I was about to say Cyrus' home address, but then I realized Michael was really bad at bleeping things out. He probably wouldn't remember to bleep it out before he uploaded it.
No promises.
No promises.
None.
None at all.
None of the promises.
What the heck is Sid Meier's colonization?
I guess it's another Sid Meier's game.
Colonize
Myers, not Meyers.
the new world in this turn-based strategy game in a similar vein to Sid Meier's Civilization. So it's just Civ, but with dreadful graphics. Amazing.
It's good to
Oh,
know.
wow.
Did it come out before or after?
Oh, it came out on the I don't know, it may be a re-release, but it came out on the 9th.
Do you
Should
guys
be a
remember all
re-release.
those games we played of Brave New World?
Yep.
I played a few. It is really raining outside.
It's a brave new world.
Bradley was terrible.
Look,
Couldn't get the hang of
Pelican
the trade
Islands. Long live Pelican Island and the Mystic Circle.
Pelican Island is long dead.
No, Pelican Island never
Volcanic
died.
activity, Bradley.
Pelican Island is immortal.
That's how it came into being, and that's how it will leave.
Pelican Island is immortal. And it has become the Mystic Circle.
It is immortal.
I've still never met Bradley, and I now like to imagine that he lives in a house just full of pelicans. They're like running on the walls.
It is
That's
actually.
ninjas.
There's a few penguins as well. I got a few penguins over from Penguin Island. They're on vacation.
Vacation.
I forgot the word there.
Penguin holiday.
Way. Penguins. Has anyone watched any movies lately?
No, actually.
You want the truth? No.
I do.
Unless you can't be watching Alien.
I've never watched Alien.
I want to watch Alien. Sounds
So
good.
Michael,
Yeah.
you would scream.
I know, but I
You
still
know
want
how
to
you
watch
are.
it. Look, Alien
It's George
Isolation looked
controlling
so
it.
good. It was the one horror game I've actually actively wanted to play.
I like horror games, but I'm very,
I like
judgmental of them. If I don't like them, I don't like them.
Alien is the sort of horror game I would like, just because you know what the thing is, so you're not walking around screaming. It's like games like Cry of Fear. If like the sort of things appear in front of you and it's very psychological.
Oh, Michael.
That's bad.
Oh.
That's bad.
I'd like to point out Michael knows nothing about the Alien franchise and the various different horrific creatures there are, so I apologise if it insults anyone.
I know,
He thinks
but
there's only one.
Ripley.
yes, but there's only one of them in the game, right?
No!
What?
Ripley.
Okay, never mind. I'm not interested in playing it anymore. Thanks, Cyrus. You saved me a lot of money.
You're welcome. Feel free to buy it for me, though.
No chance.
I know she giant mech suit robot.
Giant mech suit robot.
Look, I've seen like that scene. That's it. That's all I know. I went to see the new Dracula movie. That was good. I like that
There's
movie.
a new.
Oh yeah, I remember
movie.
you rabbiting on about that for a while.
It's good. Dracula Untold. It's good.
Yeah.
He is like a superhero now. He does take a ton of bats, turn them into like a cyclone, and then smash it into the ground into like 100,000 men, and it's awesome. He bat punches them.
The last movie I saw was Guardians of the Galaxy, so.
Bat punch, man. Bat punch.
No.
Bat punches are the best. I don't think you've ever dealt with a bat punch. They're just too pro.
Bradley, have you ever had to deal with a bat punch?
I did just 99% of my life. Just constant bat punch. Right now, there's a bat punch in my window.
Really? Trying to punch through your window?
Can't do
Do
it.
your cats not, do your cats do nothing? Do they not try and
They've
sort
just
it
got
out?
so used to it now. The bat punches.
Oh.
They're just too used to it.
There you go.
I have a really weird view of Bradley's house at the moment. It's just full of pelicans and penguins. There are bats punching the window. A few cats thrown in there for good measure.
Yep. You missed the I don't know what's gonna go. I don't know what's gonna say. Unicorn. You missed the unicorn.
Okay. And the endless supplies of food, of course.
Oh, of course. Literally, it's that thing from Star Trek where it just beams it in.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Jesus. I'm just imagining the Enterprise hovering above Earth, doing nothing but sending you food when you need
No,
it.
that is my house. I'm in the Enterprise.
So
I've
it's
literally
beaming food.
It's not even the
into a
Enterprise.
different part of-
It's that big one that crashed into San Francisco in the second movie. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
If you haven't
my
seen it,
God.
though, deal with it. Michael, you can put a spoiler thing up it.
Shall we just try and spoil as many things as possible for him? Because he hates editing so much.
It was
Yeah,
looking so
hang
good.
on.
It's a clear episode.
Let's just spoil all the things. So, Dumbledore dies. That's number one.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers, kids.
Look, they might not have seen
Not
it
that
yet.
I've actually seen that film.
I stopped
You
watching the
haven't
films
seen
after like
Harry
the fourth
Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
I gave up. They're so
one.
bad.
They are dreadful.
They're not that bad.
Yes,
They are
they are.
atrocious.
You're no fun.
I may have managed to make it to the fifth film. Oh yeah, I did, because they had the weird wavy cloak. Like, ooh, Sirius dies from cloaks. Like what?
Sirius dies. Yeah, that happens.
And
That's the
Daniel
thing.
Radcliffe's sad face.
Daniel Radcliffe is a bit of a bitch.
Which is the same as his angry face, his happy face, his shouty face, his hello Ron face, his hello Hermione face, his I'm concentrating face,
His I hate you Voldemort face.
his normal face. Oh dear.
So this is like
He's
insult Daniel
actually
Radcliffe.
related to what's her name? From Twilight.
Kristen Stewart.
There we go.
Oh, and Nick Cage, don't forget.
And Nick Cage.
They're one happy family just living
And
together.
Rick Cage.
The bees. The bees,
Oh,
Bradley.
The bees. Not the bees. Not the bees.
The bees.
The bees. The bees. The bees.
Referencing things I haven't seen. Anyway.
Look at the bees. You just can't stop the bees.
God, Eddie Izzard and his bees. Not that you two care.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, you didn't need to add that, Bradley.
He's a stain on society. No, he's not really. May have
Labour
taken it a
MP.
little too far there. I mean, I don't really know much about him, so I can't make that judgment.
He's a Labour MP.
Oh, okay, never mind. I take back everything I just said. He is a stain on society.
Hey!
We are
He's
talking
also
to someone who voted for UKIP, clearly.
Michael is a UKIP supporter.
Oh yeah, because I totally get the vote.
That's
He
right.
really does suck Nigel Farage's dick. Nigel Farage. Nigel. He sucks Nigel Farage's dick, not Nigel.
I think you'll find him a Lib Dem, actually. So.
Lib Dems.
Oh, Michael.
There's not a lot of
It's
those
so
left,
cute.
unfortunately,
You actually think the Lib Dems are doing anything?
or exist anymore.
Well, my dad's a UKIP supporter. I mean,
Oh, fuck your dad then. Can you
I
get him
know
on
a
the
lot.
call
I
right
know
now?
a lot.
You get him on the
Basically,
call.
everyone.
Michael's dad, get over here. Michael's
Everyone
dad.
I know is either a UKIP
Fuck
supporter
you,
or a Labour
fuck
supporter.
You, fuck you, UKIP. Michael, get your dad on the call.
No,
I'll tell him to fuck
I'm not. Anyway, Lucas is a Labour supporter because he doesn't understand politics. He's like, "Yay, they give us free things, right?" I'm like, "You don't. You know nothing.
No, he doesn't, does he?
You know nothing, Johnson." No.
No, Cyrus is Johnson.
Don't go there!
Cyrus, you
No!
know nothing. You know nothing. You love Mance Raider. Monster Raider.
Well, that killed the mood.
Yeah, it's just when I get called Jon Snow, I just give up. Subtle.
We would move on to the TV section, but Bradley will shout at me for not watching anything interesting.
Have you not watched anything this week, Michael?
I have actually watched TV, believe it or not.
What did you watch?
Let me guess, Great British Bake Off.
Yep, got it in one.
Oh, I heard there was this really big controversy when someone took someone's ice cream out the fridge or
Yeah.
something.
That was 5
Yes.
weeks ago, and it made BBC front page news, which I found hilarious. Like, death, destruction, death, ice cream!
Look, that is how important
It's
BBC,
how
Great
British we are.
Bake
We
Off
value
is
how
to us
British
is.
we are by Great British
It's
Bake
called
Off.
the Great British Bake Off. Of course it's
Exactly.
important.
And now we've got two comedians who are the hosts, I guess.
Have we?
Okay, so Michael does not know any people.
Well, they're hosts of the Bake Off. I didn't know they were comedians.
They're
So really, Michael hasn't watched anything again this week. What about you, Cyrus?
I
I-
watched Bake Off.
know this.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It's not a real TV show.
I don't watch
But-
TV. You know this.
Okay, to be fair,
What
their
about
comedy
Doctor Who?
credits include... There are 2 comedy credits they have, and one is the Great British Bake Off.
Michael, comedians.
Barely.
Barely.
They're funny, though. Anyway,
So Cyrus, what about What about not Walking Dead?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about
I was
Doctor
Walking Dead.
Who? What about Doctor Who?
I
Have you
gave up
watched
on
any?
Doctor Who.
I gave up on it, too. I haven't watched it for the past 4 weeks.
I'm still watching.
I'm not.
Oh,
I am.
badly.
It's good.
So what happened in the latest episode?
Oh,
They
God.
blew up the moon. Spoiler alert, by the way.
I really
moon was
hope
egg.
it was like Iron Sky Invasion. No, not Invasion, just Iron
The
Sky.
moon was an egg for a giant space dragon, and then there was a bunch of spider bacteria, and then there was this black.
As
ghetto
creatures
kids
go,
and-
giant space dragon. That's
Yeah, well, there was this black ghetto kid who was with the doctor. There was this random woman who was all angry from America. And
She
the
was
doctor
British.
abandoned them, and then they had the entire world decide whether or not to blow up the moon and kill the creature with lights, which Clara in the end completely ignored because she's a bit of a bitch.
I heard that the writing was really bad for that one.
I like that one.
it's Doctor Who. They've given up even writing it.
They
so
have.
it's
Apparently
like-
Clara's getting better, but everything else is getting worse.
She's Clara can't get better. I don't believe that.
Anyway.
Anyway, I've watched stuff
Anyway,
this week.
Doctor Who's a train wreck as usual.
I watched the new episode of Arrow and the new episode of Flash because they came back one after
Uh-huh.
another, and they're very
Really?
good. I like 'em.
Mhm. Michael, should we just leave while Bradley Rabbit's on about his various TV shows?
I'm not really going to talk about it because pretty much. Hang on. Sorry. Pretty much, Arrow is the same as it's always been. It's okay. And Flash is not the best. It's okay. That's about it. There's not much to talk about. Go watch them if you're interested.
Oh, well, Bradley, I actually have been watching something else, I believe, which is a legitimate show.
Okay.
We've been catching up on an old show called Yonderland.
Is it the Great British Bake Off Extra?
No, I don't watch that. It's got Joe Brand in it.
Oh my god, that is actually a Great British Bake Off Extra.
It's called Extra Slice, actually, but...
You've killed Bradley.
Yeah, there is one. It's got Joe Brand in it.
Listen to him squeak.
Yep.
So you're watching Yonderland.
Yonderland, yes.
Those BBC British comedy actors who decided to abandon the BBC and go to Sky.
Yes. It's a funny series.
My history teacher rabbited on about it for half an hour.
Bit oddball humour, but it's funny.
What do you expect?
And it's a children's show. It's definitely aimed at children, but it's got some really weirdly crude humour in it. It's like, oh, okay, here's a children's show which is on Sky now. Let's make sexual innuendo for half an episode. Way, something for the grown-ups here. Okay.
Look, if a grown-up has to watch a kid's show, it must be full of sexual innuendos.
Bradley understands
Let's
this.
not even get started on the naked guy in the bath, right?
Say no more.
Say no more, say no more, da, 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 da.
Oh my god.
It's riveting.
Why, Bradley? Why? So this is slowly deteriorated.
It is. Well, it is. It has. Yes.
It has. It has. Bradley, I still say you should get Endless Legend.
I probably should, but unfortunately, I'm bad at Forex games. I keep spending
Oh
money.
no, Bradley, trust me, you can join me. I'm playing in our one we're playing at the moment. I'm playing a civilization that's really focused on research, and I managed to screw that up by not researching anything to do with research. So now I'm trying to maintain a military in the face of a full onslaught invasion of arseholes. Who are
Well,
just
I
like,
have
that's
about
not as
20
bad
times
as-
his gold.
I'm getting slaughtered. It's really bad.
And I'm just sitting in my corner, giggling and screaming at these horrible creatures that keep appearing from the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not as bad as when I played Civ, and I decided for once not to play a really aggressive, like, military race. Didn't buy any military and just did religious, and then the country got so pissed off that I changed all their people into my religion. They went to war with me.
Oh, Bradley, in fairness, there are two people who would suit you in Endless Legend. One of them are an insane religious cult.
Oh yeah.
And the other are an entire race of bug people who increase their population by killing enemies.
And they get double production for units or something ridiculous in war. They're the people who are attacking me currently. I'm dying so badly.
Cyrus, help him! Save your friend!
We haven't
I'm
found each
playing-
other yet.
I'm playing a peaceful faction.
No, that's bullshit.
You
That's
are
not entirely
not.
peaceful.
You are not. You spent 20 minutes last night sitting there going, "Ah, you kill my city, prepare to die, I will burn you." You burned a completely innocent tribes, like villages, all across your lands, and it turned out
No.
it wasn't even them who had destroyed your city. You ruined them, and it turns out you got the wrong people who said sorry and walked away to kill someone else.
Nice.
In my defense,
No, there's no defense to that.
I can't declare war. They declared war on me, and my best units are basically a gigantic rhinoceros.
Giant rhino people. Me and Cyrus designed an awesome 4X game involving fantasy, like, mythological creatures, which would be amazing. So, yeah, I want that to be a kind of thing. Huh?
It was literally Warlock for the first half an hour.
It wasn't Warlock.
It probably was.
It wasn't.
It almost certainly was.
For the first half an hour, it was.
Yeah.
How long do you think it takes us to walk? It wasn't half an hour.
Well, I came up with the greatest movie concept ever while doing some
Nope.
schoolwork.
No, not another one.
No, I want to hear this movie
No,
concept.
no.
Basically, we were doing schoolwork, and we have to
No!
we have to design a DVD cover for a DVD called Energy Matters, which is about the world's demand for energy in the year 2020. And it sounds really boring, so I decided to turn it
Can
into
it be
something.
about an energy drink instead?
No, it's now about basically in the future. Jake Gyllenhaal, because he's in every disaster movie, plays a IT technician trying to save his family in the midst of an energy crisis, and there are wars going on. And in the past, a team of scientists are like changing the future by researching renewable energy, and things change in the future. It's been a lot of other movies, but applied to this concept. But it has Morgan Freeman in it to explain everything, of course.
That's good.
And Al Gore, because he won't leave. That's how the film got its 12 rating. Mild language, depictions of violence, and Al Gore.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't listen to a word you said, unfortunately.
Me neither.
Well,
What was it called again?
Energy Matters. We weren't allowed to choose the title, sadly.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah.
You could have made it into some sort of, film about futuristic weaponry.
Look, we were told what it had to be about as well, so I couldn't stray
Wait, what did it have to be about again? Sorry.
About
the world's demand for energy in the year 2020.
Blasting everyone.
The world's demand for energy-based weapons.
Yeah. At least I didn't do a Lucas, which was he tried to design a front cover and have like Morgan Freeman's face on it. Unfortunately, it just looked like he was setting him on fire. And then he tried to change it, and then it looked like he was electrocuting him. And it slowly got more racist as it went on, so... Lucas Clark. Clark. Yeah.
Lucas Clark, everybody.
Yep.
Somehow he was actually a very good...
stalking me on Facebook.
Somehow Lucas was actually a very good podcast guest, because he managed to make our podcast an hour and a half long somehow.
Yeah, well, it's because we did it for the first time, so we just thought we'd have so many interesting things. And we managed to spend 10 minutes talking about his word of the week.
Yep, word of the week's Dunlop. Always Dunlop. Dunlop. Dunlop.
Dunlop. God's sake.
Dunlop. Dunlop.
Why?
Dunlop!
Oh, I just remembered a game I've been playing, going back right to the start section.
Yep, that's how we roll.
Yep. Sky Rogue, because Cyrus told me to.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
he actually enjoyed that.
Yeah. Fun game.
like that.
It's a plain combat-based rogue-like kind of.
Thing.
I'll let Cyrus describe it because he knows what it is, and I don't.
Well,
You have the floor. Go.
I'm sitting on a chair.
He's actually ripped the floor up and just given it to you.
Yeah.
Here's the floor!
It's on the way.
Here's the floor. We don't need it because we're planes.
Oh god.
Yep.
Roguelike plane simulator, I guess.
Thanks for reiterating everything I
Jet
just said.
fighter,
Good job.
Okay, essentially,
simulator.
Sky Rogue is
various ships.
you play a
destroy
futuristic-
everything on
Shut
a
up,
set
Cyrus,
island
can't
that's
talk.
randomly generated each time. You are tasked with destroying the enemy's command base. There are various ground defenses, air drones, hangars, that kind of thing, that can send things to intercept you or destroy you. Once you destroy their base, you can move on to the next island. As you go, you unlock weapons and new ships.
You see, you just threatened to take away Cyrus's ability to speak, and he starts spewing out information.
Yeah. As soon as you're like, you know nothing, he's like, actually, facts.
Here's the thing: I'm not Jon Snow, but you are, Cyrus. You are.
It takes me a while to... How am I Jon Snow?
Jon Snow.
Why?
Jon Snow.
Why?
If you don't know, Cyrus now has black hair because he's become an emo.
Don't call me an emo.
He's an emo.
Don't call me an emo.
boss. I don't know the difference. They're the same.
Don't get emotional about it, Cyrus.
Look, he's an emo goth kid. He just stopped talking.
For
Well, I have nothing
safety,
to say.
I'll call him everything at once.
Look, I don't know what the difference are. I think they're the same thing.
Oh yeah. I forgot how judgmental you were.
I'm not judgmental. I'm just saying that it's a complete waste of everyone's time.
It's hardly a waste of my time.
You never know.
Space
might
engineers,
turn
on the other
around and,
hand,
like-
very good use.
Look, you never know when I might accidentally have to become a space engineer because I got sent into the future because I was cryogenically frozen, and my 155 hours is way better than any education they could give us. You don't know. You literally don't know.
Yep,
Oh,
we don't.
You don't even have an argument against that.
No,
have nothing to say.
of course Cyrus doesn't know.
Well, yeah, of course, these Jones know.
Yay, the shortest full circle in the world. Ah. We have really run out of...
Look, we don't have a lot to talk about. We need to get more guests on
We
this
don't.
show.
We have dreadful, like, really boring lives, it seems.
Yeah, we need like 6 guests simultaneously.
Well, we have interesting lives, it's just most of them are far too inappropriate to put on this show.
Cyrus gave his girlfriend a sore throat. Not gonna say anything. Gave his girlfriend a sore throat. He wouldn't even say how.
Anti-strepsils.
Anti-strepsils.
Yeah,
That's what. That's
just
what he
invented them.
calls
They're a thing. They should be a thing.
Yeah,
What,
our,
for,
our
like,
lives are
Frank-
far too inappropriate to say. Michael and his Great British Bake Off.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Paul Hollywood. You would. Wouldn't you? It's just me.
Bradley and his space engineers, and me and my sore throat.
No, not your sore throat. Your girlfriend's sore throat.
Guess it's hers now. You're all horrible, you know that. She had a sore throat
That's
before.
why your girlfriend hates me.
Oh my god, that was amazing!
Everyone hates you, Bradley.
No, we all just love me.
We all just love me.
This is Bradley and his
So
invisible...
all of these different
No,
Bradleys
none of our
get together
no one has
and
good
pray
grammar.
to you.
Apparently, we all have terrible grammar. when
Bradley
we
and his
write.
invisible friend. They love Bradley.
They just look.
Can't get enough.
Bradley
Just the various Bradleys.
loved across the galaxy as the greatest space engineer. See, smaller full circle.
Yep, that's good. It's wonderful.
As you can tell, we have nothing to talk about.
Yep, so that's pretty much where the show ends today.
Yep.
Rage Quit Podcast episode 3. We might be back next week. I mean, it's unlikely. I'll try. That's
You
all.
might.
That's all I can really do.
Who
You know,
knows?
I'll try. So, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You've suffered through it and wasted
biscuit.
a large proportion of your life. Thank you for watching.
Large
See you next
proportion.
time. And
Dead at some
yeah,
point.
goodbye.
Bye, people.
Bye.
Bye, bye. Goodbye.
I'm so glad you.